So again, my name is Angelette Prichett. I am a research associate with Missouri Department of Higher Education. My task today is to talk to you about the Multi-State Collaborative Initiative to Advance Learning Outcomes Assessment, or MSC as I'll be referring to it. But first, an apple. So close your eyes for a moment and think about a giant, red, cold, juicy apple. You bite into it and you get a little juice. It dribbles right down to your chin and you think, that's kind of tasty. But what is tasty? Well, I'm no philosopher, but I think three ways to look at it. One, objectivism, which says that we all agree on what embodies tasty because of our shared experience as seemingly normal human beings in seemingly normal conditions, and agreeing on what constitutes tasty. Contextually, those of us who like cold, juicy red apples think they're great and our tummies go yum. But for those of us who absolutely hate apples, our tummies go yuck, based upon our contextual experience with the apple. Expressivism says, if you see me licking my lips, or my fingers, or my elbows, or any other piece of my body, you can assume that I really, really like that apple and I don't even have to say a word. So what do cold red apples have to do with assessment other than both starting with the letter A? Well, the point is that we all have an opinion about what constitutes tasty, and we all have an opinion about what constitutes assessment. So when you close your eyes and you think about what constitutes assessment, what words come to mind? And let's be careful here. The truth about what constitutes assessment may vary, but the current story is focused on the completions agenda. The Multi-State Collaborative is a partnership between SHEEO, AAC&U, and 9 states with financial assistance through the Gates Foundation that hopes to change the dialogue, or at least focus the dialogue, to one on a quality agenda. The MSC has engaged working groups to address data management, sampling, pilot structure, faculty engagement, communications, and the presentations of results. The goal, again, is to focus on quality and how that impacts success for students, for faculty, for programs, for institutions, and even for states. The 9 states that are participating in this program are Connecticut, Indiana, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Missouri, Minnesota, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Utah. See if you can say that fast. The principles undergirding this work seek to build a culture of assessment at the institutional level that has real benefit for the institutions and states in making decisions for improving the quality of education. Now, the other A word, other than apple and assessment, is accountability. Just as one definition of the word tasty isn't enough to fully describe the concept, conventional ways of looking at assessment are inadequate for showing what students can and should know. The model for changing to a quality dialogue includes assessing student learning at multiple points throughout a student's time in college, using a range of work products across a representative sample of states and institutions and across a range of learning outcomes. The pilot project examines authentic student work derived from a sample of students across these 9 states who have completed 75% of the total number of credits required for graduation. Other student demographics will be collected as well. The pilot uses the LEAP learning outcomes and value rubrics for written communication and quantitative literacy. And in Missouri, as are a few other states, they're also using the critical thinking rubric as well. Faculty members are also essential participants in this pilot study. Much work has been done by the faculty engagement and other committees to create frequently asked questions and webinars designed to help our institutional faculty with resources for developing assignments and providing the necessary artifacts for assessment. As the pilot progresses, faculty members will serve on panels using the value rubrics to make judgments about achievement. The primary benefit to the model is to enable shared experience and development of faculty expertise and meaningful data about student learning. So as the pilot proceeds, the next steps, not these, but they do include institutions finalizing sampling plans for how to proceed with collecting student artifacts, webinars and trainings for faculty and assignment development, and development of a database to house all of that. So what is the relative truth about assessment? Well, there isn't just one truth, but the goal is that through the LEAP and value rubrics, a set of reference points can be developed through which educators and those with whom they work, students, parents, and policymakers, can have a common and transparent understanding of what quality learning looks like.